Do you have a feeling someone likes you? Maybe you've been on a few dates with your crush, but you can't tell if you're reading their signals right. Do they like you or not? Well, according to research, there are a few common signs. Here are some psychological signs to help you recognize when someone really likes you. Number 1, that awkward moment when... A 2020 research study published in the journal Adaptive Human Behavior and Physiology wanted to look at perceived nervous reaction when someone first meets with someone they find attractive. The researchers documented their 280 study participants' retrospective self-reports and found that basically they were nervous wrecks most of the time, along with blushing, giggling, and an increased heart rate. The study states that both sexes reported speaking faster and being less able to express themselves clearly, and women reported using a higher pitch and having a more unsteady tone of voice during an initial encounter of attraction. What's also interesting is that the researchers asked the participants to rate the reactions of others around them to see if they would view nervous behavior as a sign someone was attracted to them. According to the study, participants reported observing similar nervous reactions by others whom they perceived were attracted to them. Let's go back to all those memories of you around your crush. Someone you really liked. Were you extremely nervous? Even if you were trying to hide it, I bet you may have acted a bit awkward at times. I'm right, aren't I? If you notice someone's behavior strangely shifts when they notice you, this could be a sign you make them nervous. Why? Attraction. So if you notice they're stumbling over their words or get lost in your dreamy eyes, they were probably just unprepared for how amazingly attractive you are, and consequently act a bit awkward only when they're around you. Number 2, forced smile versus giddy and genuine smile. Maybe they aren't just awkward, but they become a bit giddy when they see you. When you see them next, pay close attention to how often they smile and what kind of smile they have on their face. There are a few common facial expressions that could give way to what someone is really thinking or feeling. A Duchenne smile is one of them. Want to know if someone is genuinely smiling in delight? You can simply look out for this smile. According to Healthline, this occurs when the zygomaticus major muscle lifts the corners of your mouth at the same time the orbicularis oculi muscle lifts your cheeks and crinkles your eyes at the corners. Basically, it's the type of smile that reaches up to your eyes, causing those wrinkles by your eyes known as crow's feet to appear. This type of smile appears when someone is genuinely happy, as opposed to a polite and kind smile, or even a forced smile. If you notice they suddenly have a genuine and giddy smile when you approach, it could mean they really like you. Now, do they like you as a friend or as someone more? Watch out for that nervous awkwardness as well. Number 3, what do they say when they're busy? Have you asked this particular person out? If you have, good for you. What did they say? Did they mention that they were busy at times? If they left it at a, I'm sorry, I'm busy, it could be that they just aren't feeling it romantically. Or maybe they are indeed really busy, but if they mention another time they're available to hang out, this is a good sign that they may like you. Sometimes people simply say they're busy so as not to hurt someone's feelings. Ask them when they're free. If they aren't quite sure and don't follow up with you, it's a pretty clear sign that they're not into you romantically. But if they give you a time and date to reschedule, there's a fair chance that they may like you. Do you like them? Number 4, their voice changes around you. So you notice someone talking casually with their friends. Their voice appears to be normal, but then you approach the group and suddenly their voice changes. Language and speak researcher Dr. Marina Kalashnikova from the University of Western Sydney told ABC Radio Melbourne's Lindsay Burns that the voices of the two people who are speaking to each other, if they are attracted to each other, or if they experience positive emotions towards each other, they start becoming more similar, she explains. This could mean they even start to mimic you, or their pitch may change if they like you. She further explains that changes in the pitch of our voice or the rate of our speech, so how fast we're speaking, are happening according to how we feel about the conversation, but without our conscious control. Number 5, their pupils do what? You have a hunch this person really likes you, and so far you've noticed a few signs, but a subtle sign to watch out for is if their pupils dilate when they look at you. One 2016 study published in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior found that pupil size can determine sexual interest. Looking at the results from their study participants, the study concluded that, consistent with the notion that pupil dilation is a reliable cue to sexual arousal, sexually interested faces contained objectively larger and darker pupils than did sexually disinterested faces. And according to body language expert Patty Wood, author of Success Signals, A Guide to Reading Body Language, dilation is a brain response that occurs when you like and are attracted to something. So if you notice someone's pupils dilate when they look deeply into your eyes mid-conversation, this could likely be a sign that they're attracted to you. Their eyes are just really excited to see you. The good thing is, if your pupils dilate in attraction as well, it's a great thing to be revealed. Perhaps you're both a match made in heaven. And number 6, something has changed. You notice your crush talking with a group of friends. You've seen how they talk to other acquaintances as well, but you notice they tend to noticeably change their vocabulary and manner only around you. Perhaps you even notice them hugging you a bit longer than their other friends, according to Dr. Jeremy Nicholson, Doctor of Social and Personality Psychology, in an article for Psychology Today. When someone is attracted to you, they will likely find some excuse to touch you more and will be more receptive to your touch as well. They may even increase their touching over time, going from friendly handshakes to more intimate embraces. Or maybe you notice their behavior simply changes only around you. This plays into how people tend to mimic another's subtle gestures and behavior if they like them, including changing their expressions. Dr. Marina Kalashnikova further explains that we would use more similar expressions, for example, to sound more alike. She explains that this can sometimes happen fast over a conversation. So do you notice someone unconsciously changes the way they speak? All because they're simply in awe of you? Or are they just really nervous around you again? It can be difficult to tell if someone likes you at first, but hey, if you watch out for these signs and all goes well, it may be a sign that you should ask them out already. That is, if your pupils dilate around them. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to click the like button and share it with a friend. If you notice any of these behavioral signs of attraction in someone, feel free to comment down below. Hi Psych2Goers, and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for all the love and support, enabling us to make yet another exploration into everyday psychology. So let's begin. Can you instantly tell when you're in love? That moment of realization for some happens in an instant and you've suddenly realized you're in love. But often love is simmering on the back burner of our minds without us even realizing it. Each lovely interaction, genuine phrase, or sweet conversation is another seed planted in our little love gardens. And then before you know it, you have a whole gazebo of love, that is. Now, you may know if you love someone, but how can you tell if your partner loves you? Well, they could just tell you. Yeah, that would certainly help matters. But in case you both haven't yet spoken those 3 sacred words, or perhaps you're too scared to, here is a list of things someone just can't help but do if they really love you. Number 1, they'd rather call you than text. Would you rather text or call? In today's busy world, a simple yet thoughtful text can go a long way when the work is piled high and you simply just don't have the time. But more often, when someone loves you, they can't wait to hear your voice again. A quick text or 2 won't do. The truth is, your partner is likely really starting to fall for you if they favor calling you than the easy text message. Or what's always better is talking in person. Number 2, they stop by to talk in person. If you love someone, wouldn't you want to spend time with that person any chance you get? If your partner surprises you by stopping out to eat with you during their lunch break every now and then, or knocks at your door for a surprise visit, they may just love you so much that they can't wait to see you again. Number 3, they give you their full attention in a conversation. People multitask. It's a thing, a pretty stressful thing at times, but quite relaxing if you have the right music. But if your partner is constantly scanning their social media feed when talking to you, or only having time to talk with you during their last match of Halo, they may not be ready to say those 3 vital words yet. When we love someone, we're attentive when we need to talk about serious topics. Even not so serious topics. You enjoy focusing on the one you love and being their focus too. You value their opinion and the things they have to say. But first and foremost, you listen and pay attention to your partner, not the scoreboard. Number 4, they want to create special moments with you, AKA road trip. Don't you just love going on special little trips with your loved ones? Or perhaps spending the day at a unique place that means something to the 2 of you. When we love someone, we scavenge and hoard beautiful memories whenever possible. You'll often find yourself on weekend road trips to pack on the memories, or spend the day picnicking at a beautiful spot that means something to the both of you. Whatever your thing is, if you love someone, you want to create special memories with them, not just the same old, same old. While the usual routine can be fine at times, who doesn't want to take the person they love somewhere special? But hey, odds are those 3 magical words will be said for the first time simply hanging out on the couch or at your home. And if you love the person, you'll even turn the regular into special. Number 5, they're there for you when you need them. Does your partner reach out to you? Do they genuinely care and ask how you are? Can they sense when something isn't right? Or do they often ignore it? It all comes down to this. Are they there for you? Really there for you? This one should be obvious. And if you're someone special isn't there for you when you need them most, then boy, do we have a problem. If you love someone, you want to help them through their darkest times because you care about what they're going through. While some simply can't read the signs that you aren't okay, they should at least be there to listen to you or care enough to ask every now and then. And if you reach out to them, they should make sure to be there and listen, not just through text, but they'll call you or surprise you with a visit. Remember points 1 and 2. And number 6, they say, I love you. You don't say. Yeah, of course, saying I love you would be an obvious sign. But here's the thing. Sometimes love can fade in people's relationships. If your partner no longer tells you they love you, there may be a chance their heart has moved on. Sometimes it may have never been there in the first place. Sometimes someone says I love you too soon, misjudging their feelings. When we love someone, we tend to enjoy telling them. They like to remind you every now and then, like, hey, I love you. It makes you and them feel happy and, well, loved. If you know you love them, and they often do the things mentioned, it's best to stop and ask yourself, what's holding you back? Because if you love someone, why wouldn't you tell them? We hope we were able to give you insight into some of the ways you can tell if someone truly loves you. Do any of these signs describe your special someone? If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with those out there plucking petals over the questions of whether they love me or love me not. Don't forget to subscribe to Psych2Go and hit the notification bell for more new videos. And thanks for watching.